episode of stories that impact your career, or you can say it's a transform your career. So the whole purpose of this, so based on my own personal experience interacting with the graduates, maybe mid-career, the question is, I'm facing this problem, that problem. So whoever is facing whatever kind of problem, they used to think I'm the only person in the whole universe facing this problem. Through this talk, so what exactly you are going to just came across, it's not only you. There are many people in this universe, in this particular your own society are facing, and you are not alone. And this will give you different level of hope. And to discuss in all these, maybe the challenges after graduation, what we all are facing, we are having our special guest, Purav Bhatt. So he is just going to share all his journey. And yes, welcome Purav to our show, and just give a little bit introduction to yourself also.
Thank you so much, Upendra ji. Happy to be part of your show, Stories That Impact Career. And these are real stories. Giving some background about myself, I am a proud mechanical engineer and have also done my master's in marketing. I have worked for more than 15 years and across different roles. I started with sales, followed by strategy and digitalization. Worked with multinational and across countries, across regions beyond Asia. I would say it was a fantastic journey. In between the journey,
Mhm.
almost after 10 years, I realized that I have been running a race. I have been running a race, and I'm not alone. Every one of us is running a race. And I thought that I could not survive it like this for the next uh, half of my life. I assume half is still remaining. So I started a mission called Mission 10 Million, through which I want to impact 10 million journeys, journeys of students. I want to make them corporate ready. And I
Mhm.
started this in 2019, and I continued connecting with students, colleges, universities, and mentoring students. I don't want them to make the same mistakes that I have made in my journey. Their journey has to be different. They will have challenges, of course, they will have challenges, but not the same challenges that you and me have faced. They should not commit the same mistakes like we have committed. And it is our responsibility to go and share our mistakes with them. So Mission 10 Million started in 19. I connected with, and to be very honest, I was very aggressive in those times when I started. I still am.
Mhm.
And I wrote a book in 2020. It is a bestseller at Amazon. You may find it by my name, or the title of the book is Campus to Corporate and Beyond. Wherein
Mhm.
I share not the journey from campus to corporate only, but also beyond the corporate. So when you start your journey, how it should be. And then in 2020, I started one more tribe called Career Architect for professionals, because वो भी कभी पहले स्टूडेंट्स थे, तो उनका भी माइंडसेट ऐसा ही है, रेस में दौड़ना है. So I thought that I should also, the way I am trying to change myself, I'm in the journey of changing. I have not changed. So I should also help other professionals. And I started this career architect, through which I want the professionals to be an architect of that career. What I mean by this is, you definitely have boundaries, but you can keep changing the building blocks like an architect does to make your house look beautiful in the four walls. So you can keep changing the building blocks of your career with skills, with positions, with new challenges, and make your journey beautiful. So that is what I
Wow.
want to do for the professionals.
Yeah, that was great.
And
Thanks for giving the crisp what exactly you have done and doing. So before we'll go into that detail, Purav, just see whatever right now you are, it's your experience. And that experience is speaking whatever you are just explaining, like it's a four wall journey. We
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
just put with skill. So when right now, whatever Purav become now, so let's go to the Purav's life or the career when he was doing graduation. And first year graduation till the last, what exactly was going on? The mainly focus on the challenges part, because most of the students are just suffering the same thing, and this pandemic is just giving real more tough time to them. So can you please share that journey and what exactly you have done to overcome that first challenge, that means the getting
yeah.
the secure job?
Upendra ji, let me be very honest. I would really not use the word challenge here. I don't want to counter, but you know what? In those times, getting into engineering in a reasonably good college was in itself an achievement.
True.
The mistake that I made is I was in a deep comfort zone. I was completely depending on the college.
Mhm.
जॉब तो इनको दिलानी है मुझे, मैंने तो फीस भर रहा हूँ, आई एम पेइंग द फीस, नाउ
Mhm.
इट इज देयर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू गेट मी प्लेस्ड, आई हैव डन माई वर्क, and this was the biggest mistake, that I did not find any challenge. I was not ready to face challenges. I was either shying away from challenges, or I thought this is the best possible thing that I got.
Mhm.
So, my first advice to all the students is, do not depend only on the brand of the college. Yeah, yes, it plays a role, but you have more potential. You are your own identity. So keep learning and keep challenging the rules. कीप चैलेंजिंग द नॉर्म्स. मेरी कॉलेज में ये कंपनी प्लेसमेंट में आती है, तो मुझे इसमें से किसी में जॉब मिलनी चाहिए. दैट्स नॉट द करेक्ट वे टू पास योर academic journey. It's about where I want to go. Whether they are coming or not is not your lookout. So you have to decide your destiny and start working towards that. So the first thing is, do not create mental barriers. Do not get complacent with मैं तो सबसे अच्छी कॉलेज में आ गई हूँ, अब कोई फिक्र नहीं है. Don't do that with
Mhm.
you, and keep
Okay.
waiting or keep taking new challenges.
Yeah, so here, Purav, I would like to just interrupt a little bit. Right? Okay, so one lesson, what you means, whatever the advice you would like to give, don't be on comfort zone. Just don't depend on the college or anybody. Just depend on you yourself. So, what is the Purav mindset? Means yes. So, did you get job without means doing anything extra or through campus, or what was your journey towards getting the job?
Yes. So this is also very interesting, because I will share my journey, because I started my first job after engineering, but that was a very small stint. Then I got into MBA, and I am proud, very proud to say that all the jobs that I got from MBA, I got two jobs at the same time from the companies that never came to the campus.
Okay.
And the reason was, uh, I worked very hard in my internships. I did the project with full dedication. The challenge which I was facing was, in my MBA, all the companies that used to come for placements were banks, financial institutes, and I never wanted to get in there. That was my biggest challenge. But I didn't know what shall I do. I did not go to anybody to ask for help. And I was always under the impression, as an MBA, I should know everything. I know everything. So that is how I started behaving as an MBA. And I was not sitting in the placements because I never wanted to get into a bank.
Okay.
But fortunately, I got my first appointment letter from my engineering company where I did my project of MBA. So that was a kind of a blessing, but also an eye opener. So with this, I want to share one message with all the students. Take your internships very seriously. If as a student, after your graduation, you come and tell me that I am a fresher, then it is your fault. You had two opportunities minimum, each of 30 days to get experience. So you should be a person, a student with a 60 days of experience and not a fresher. So Upendra ji, this is what I would like to share about the challenges and about the possibilities. Now I don't say challenges. These are the opportunities that come in the form of challenges. And these are the possibilities. Start thinking possibilities and do not start thinking the barriers. So yeah,
Okay.
Upendra, that's about my academic journey.
Yeah. So here in this academic again, confusion again. Whatever question I'm putting across the question I used to receive interacting with different level of student, different streams. Now you said you did BTech on that mechanical engineering, right? Then the MBA. Now, did you started your first job in mechanical only, or did you just got into what you said, the sales, or so mechanical to sales? Means what exactly? Because it's very hard to digest. People used to नहीं मैंने मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग किया मेरे को मैकेनिकल में ही जॉब चाहिए भले मैं नहीं मिल रहा मैं ट्राई करूंगा लास्ट 2 years they're trying. So what exactly was your situation, and what advice you'd like to give to the other who is thinking in this direction, whether they are thinking correct or what exactly they should think?
You have touched a very right point, and this is what I learned very late in my journey. My message to all the students: certificate defines your capability. Your education is making you capable. Education should open doors, it should not close the doors. So, the biggest mistake that I did was as a mechanical engineer, I was only looking for engineering companies as a job, not engineering companies for mechanical engineers. I could have gone everywhere because I am qualified. My degree makes me capable. So, for all the engineers or for any academic journey, remember the certificate is just a process. It is a process that you pass through. The certificate doesn't define how capable you are. And to be very honest, let me ask you a question. All the engineers, did you decide that you would go into this branch? When did you decide that? Before your result or after your result? Trust me, what I did was I got a result. I was getting admission into mechanical engineering in a college which was close to my house. Did I select mechanical? I did not. I just got in there because at that time people were saying mechanical is evergreen. You will always get a job, get into mechanical engineering. I did. Similar way, I did my MBA. You should do masters. Masters is must. Do it now. I did it. But the biggest mistake I made was I took the two certificates and I went to the market. That now I am an MBA in marketing, so I want a technical sales job. That is the only thing I can do. Which was the biggest mistake, Upendra ji? We can do what we want to do. Education is a part of the process. It makes you capable. Education is important, but education opens the doors. It doesn't close the doors.
Yeah, that's very profound, and yes, this is the exactly the message what I can just share whatever Purav shared, saying that okay, mechanical engineering or MBA or whichever stream, this is just maybe it's a door opener kind of thing. It's not necessary you have learned MBA or mechanical engineering. You have to stick to that specific whatever you wish to continue. Just focus on that. Not that whatever you have studied only. If you are not getting anything, you sit idle. It's not the case. So don't worry if you are maybe mechanical engineering, you wanted to switch to IT. It's fair. If you are having much more interest, go for it. Whichever, not only IT. So it's IT move is there, everybody wants to, but whatever you wish to go, not based on your just degree or whatever certificate what Purav mentioned. Right. So next part, Purav, again, related to that, the same question is, what exactly, suppose you have done the mechanical and MBA, did you found a company related to that only, or what was the your story? Means yes or no? First tell me yes or no. If no, then I will ask.
No, it's a no first and then a yes.
Okay.
Why? Because as I mentioned, I was not appearing in the campus interviews. Now I'm just going a little deep into the stories. Okay,
Mhm.
so excuse me. So when I did not sit in the interviews because I don't didn't wanted to get into the banks. My placement coordinator called me.
Mhm.
Why are you not sitting in the interviews? I was amongst the top performers.
Okay.
So he called me that why is Purav not sitting in the interviews? And I said, I want to get into an engineering company. I am a mechanical engineer. 4 years of my life, I have invested in mechanical engineering. So he called one of the person who was doing a part-time MBA. He was
Mhm.
employed with a company, and he said he called him and he said, "This gentleman, this small innocent kid, wants to get into engineering company. What can you? How can you help?" And he organized an interview in his company, which was an engineering company, a multinational. I
Mhm.
appeared for the interview, and I was told that the HR would get back to me,
Mhm.
but they did not. And meanwhile, one oil and gas company came for campus interview. It was a government company. And because I did not get a feedback from the engineering company, I got into the oil and gas company. I was always keen to get into engineering. So I kept following up with the company where I had given the interview. And after 6 months, I got a letter. And
Mhm.
I blindly joined it. But when I joined it, my boss in that company, Puro, we are recruiting you as an engineer, not as an MBA. Because we don't need MBAs. So please understand that you are being treated as an engineer, you are being paid as an engineer. I said, fine. But I was so desperate to get into engineering. And believe me, after 10 years or 15 years, now I realize that was not correct. Because today I'm
Yeah.
doing something very different than my qualification. Maybe this
Yeah.
was
So
what I wanted to do.
yeah, Purav. So related to that, now whatever you shared when you were started your career now, so that story or that advice we got. Now, what exactly right now for those guys? Because here, few questions like you said, they should go for internship. So one question, let me take one question from Durga Kumari, and the question is this in front of you that when we should do internship in which year? So she is right now in third semester. What she have written. So what exactly? Whoever is watching, maybe third semester, fourth semester, what should be the ideal internship if they want to go? Two parties there here. Two questions. One is there any possibilities people can just start internship maybe in the first year only, or based on whatever the curriculum they have to be eligible for that only, maybe one or two? As per your experience, can you please just clarify this?
Yes, yes. I mean, this is something which I always, okay. This is something which I always share with my students, with my mentees.
Mm-hmm.
The technology is changing every day. The education system, unfortunately, is not changing. Even in my days when I did my engineering, I had two opportunities to do internship
Okay.
in the third year and the final year. It is still the same. Now you ask yourself a question, if the technology is changing every day, how can we follow a process which is 40 years old? We should not. I'm not telling break the rules. I'm telling try to improvise. It is your career. Do internship. The first, I will answer your first question, Upendraji.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do an internship in first year? You should, not you can. You should do. Okay. Now, the question is, we don't have time. When I say internship, I am not asking you to get in for 30 days or 60 days. Go for 10 days. Start getting familiar with the corporate world. These are called corporate interventions. So I always suggest to my mentees,
Mhm.
get on a call with a corporate. Send an email to the corporates, people in the corporate world. If you send 15 emails, three of them will reply. Start talking to them. Don't go to them at the last moment. I want an internship. Don't start your discussion with I want. Start with what's happening in your industry. I have done my homework. This is what I know. Is it correct? Start engaging in discussions. And then try to know what's the environment. You can also say, tomorrow is a Saturday. I have a holiday. Can I come to your organization?
Mhm.
Can you just take me around? That is also an intervention. Start industrial interventions as early as possible so that by the time you are actually doing a 60 days internship, you know which segment you want to go and how to behave, how to engage with all the stakeholders and get the maximum benefit of your final internship. But every 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, utilize, run in the market. That's it.
Okay, so yeah, answer is hope Durga Kumari got the answer. Answer is you can just start maybe tomorrow only. You are in third
Yes.
semester, so maybe you are a little late as per what Purav suggested your career. Okay, so yeah, it's a really great because this is a common question for almost every one of the students who are just doing this thing. Okay, now related that question, Purav, that mechanical engineering or whatever the BTECs, I'm just keeping aside the BTech degree holder or MBA. Any suggestion based on your 15 years of journey? Any arts, commerce, science graduates? What exactly suggestion for them? How they should, because they are mostly doing what? Even the engineering, government job preparation, or some. So, what exactly suggestion? How they should start? Suppose they are misguided, they are totally clueless where to start with. Any piece of advice you'd like to give them like non-BTech graduates?
I would just share again. It's all about, as you rightly said, it's stories, stories. It's my story. The biggest mistake which I did was I was going to go for guidance only to the people I knew. And who were those? My friends, my family, my relatives. I used to go and ask them only. So I was limiting my network to the people only who I knew and who knew me. So they knew my limitations. They knew what I'm good at and what I'm not. So they always advised me something which was biased.
Mhm.
So all the students, BTech, non-engineering, arts, commerce, start building your network of professionals, people who have traveled the journey that you wish to travel, and take their guidance. Start using the professional platforms. One of them today is LinkedIn. There are different ways to use LinkedIn. Just don't go today and start sending connection requests. Don't do that. Okay, there are ways, but what I want to say is take more advice, expand your horizon, expand your circle of influence. Today on Google, go and check what is a circle of influence and how to expand your circle of influence. These are theories, but can be implemented in the practical world. So get in touch with more and more people, and let me tell you, whatever education you have done, nobody can stop your growth. Take the right guidance from the right people. Do not ask the people who have not traveled the journey that you wish to travel.
So one more question related to that, Purav, and how to find out right person to get guidance? If any, maybe 30 second answer on. this for the graduates.
We are always starting from outside, how to find the right person.
Hmm.
Ask yourself what you want, why you want that, what is your goal, what is your purpose.
Hmm.
First, put that down on paper and then start finding the people with the same interest. Don't start connecting with them, just find them, follow them, what they are writing, read it, read that, and come to a same thought process level of thinking. And then you can connect. बट अंदर से शुरू करो, बाहर मत देखो यार। हम हर बार यही करते हैं, किसके साथ कनेक्ट होना है, पहले अपने आप को डिफाइन करो, आइडेंटिफाई योर प्रायोरिटीज। या उपेंद्र जी, ओवर टू यू।
Yeah, so yeah, what Durga Kumari was just resonating. Yes, same question. So you already got answer. So yeah, that's great. Now again, whatever answer I got, let me just read it because this is the very genuine and very much almost every one of you are expecting. Yes, maybe one of the way you can just whatever what Purav said, ask inside. You are having maybe one, two, three options. Do some research, Google it, find just one to start with, which one you are resonating. Suppose you got X topic, try to find out the people working on those domains in the LinkedIn. Connect with them. They will be just giving you more guidance. That's it. At least this is going to give you different level of conviction, confidence. Reason, the person who is suggesting you to go ahead with these, he or she have already done it. And that's what the simple piece of advice, what you can just, if you can carry on, you are done with at least initial journey of your career. Okay. Now, next part here, Purav, that it's a Gurukula. So can you please share us something that is everybody is thinking what is Gurukula? So can you please just help us understand, help audience understand what exactly this is all about?
Sure, sure. I would. In fact, this is my baby. So Gurukul, it is spelled. It is written Gurukula because of some reason, but we call it Gurukul. It is like
Oh,
Ramayana, and we call it Ramayan. So
okay.
that's Gurukul, and
Mhm.
Gurukul is all about building people, helping people get professional mobility. That is
Mhm.
what the. It is a mix of career architect and mission 10 million. Okay. I
Okay.
want everybody to be professionally mobile. That is, they should have control over their journey. The second is social mobility, acceptance by the society. This is what we seek very often. So, how to get that? How to start giving back to the society so that you are part of the society and you are playing a role. You are doing justice by giving back. And the third is emotional mobility. It is all about your mind and
Mhm.
your values. So, how to be professionally mobile, socially mobile, and emotionally mobile? That is what Gurukula wants to give to everybody. The five major elements of Gurukul are: first are the students, of course. I want to make the students industry ready and influence their journey, make their journey more fulfilling. If I make the students industry ready, I am in turn helping the corporates by getting industry ready students. So, when I help the corporates and the students, I am in turn helping the universities by lifting their values, their brands. And in this entire process, I will be also training the faculty. When I say training the faculty, not that they are not good, but giving them exposure to the latest technology so that they can deliver better to the students. They can share the latest news or technology to the students. And in all this process, the one element which is missing was the professionals. So, with career architect, I am helping the professionals to continue their journey. I want their journey also to be fulfilling. They have to take charge of their career. So, the professionals. So, the five elements, above the five elements, there is an ecosystem of mentors and gurus which are coming from the industries. So, if I have a student who is doing mechanical engineering, I have a
Mhm.
industry experts from the mechanical stream, not one. couple of them who can guide the student. The student has to reach out to the right people. And like this, the Gurukul ecosystem is getting built with various industry experts. And we are working to build a portal which will help me reach out to students beyond my geographical limits. So we are making this entire process automated, but with continuous interventions from mentors and gurus and real industry challenges. So the only difference, I am not a ed tech. Gurukul is not a ed tech platform.
Mhm.
It is a platform where you get real industry challenges from the corporates. The students solve the challenges. If they are stuck, they get the mentors to support them. So it's a kind of a company in itself. That is what is the dream of Gurukul.
Wow, that is really people are getting this inspired, and yeah, that is really it's as per my experience also. What exactly corporates are looking for good resource. They are ready to just pay lakhs of salary. Other
Yes.
way, students are just already investing lakhs of money and doing hard work. Who will just connect this to? And that's what exactly I understood what you're trying to do. It's a really great service to the universe. So yeah. Now the next related question: suppose anyone wants to just connect with you for taking any help related to that, what exactly process they should be following?
Okay. So if it is you want to connect with me as of now, the best place is LinkedIn.
Okay.
You may go to the website www.gurukula.tech and register there as a student, and
Okay.
I will get back to you. And
Okay.
I am also there on Facebook and LinkedIn. I use all the social media to promote my concept of Gurukul and help more and more students.
Wow. So yeah, so people can just simply search Purav name Purav Bhatt, and you'll just come to know maybe
Yeah.
in LinkedIn or even Google it. You will be just getting for sure. Okay, and you will be happy to help you. And already platform is there, so don't worry and just take maximum out of whatever you are looking for. If you're graduates or now coming back to next, suppose graduates they are doing maybe working for 4 5 year or kind of thing, they are feeling stuck, मतलब मजा नहीं आ रहा या नेक्स्ट क्या करे वही मतलब आई यूज्ड टू कनेक्ट विद पीपल वही सुबह से शाम आई वांट टू डू समथिंग मोर और व्हाट शुड आई डू आई एम नॉट enjoying the work, yes I'm getting money but I need more money and more challenges also. Any advice, anything you can just do, or what exactly advice you would like to give to those who are in this situation?
रिस्क लेना शुरू करो यार. स्टार्ट टेकिंग सम कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क. रोज सुबह उठ के ऑफिस जाना, 12 घंटा काम करना, शाम को टिफिन खत्म करके घर वापस आना, नेटफ्लिक्स, अमेजॉन प्राइम, हॉटस्टार, और फिर देर से सो जाना, एंड देन अगेन वेकिंग अप लेट. इसको स्ट्रगल नहीं कहते, इसको स्ट्रेस कहते हैं. दिस इज अ स्ट्रेस. एंड इफ यू से यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग, देन इट इज रॉन्ग. यू आर इन अ कंफर्ट जोन. सो थोड़ा अपने में वैल्यू ऐड करने के लिए टाइम को ठीक से यूटिलाइज करो. Start evaluating your skills. What have you gathered in the 5 years, in the 10 years? What is your skill map? With your skill map, what are the other areas where you can venture? Certificates को अलमारी से बाहर मत निकालना. You don't need the certificates anymore. Forget the certificates and decide your priority. Is it money? Is it position? Is it time freedom? Or is it a geographical location? There are people who want to go back to their hometown. अब बाहर बहुत नौकरी कर रहे. So set your priorities right and start looking for a good network. Don't start applying for jobs. You don't get a job. Trust me. You don't get jobs over job portals. Over job portals, only those jobs come which are completely filtered. Nobody wants to do those jobs. Even if they come there, they get filled with references. They don't get filled with a unknown resume. So if you
Mhm.
want to progress in your career, start networking and start taking risks. Create an ability to take risk and be disciplined. And I'll share a quote from one of my mentors.
Mhm.
The pain of discipline is less than the pain of regret.
Wow, it's so profound.
Be disciplined.
Okay, so that's great. So one word, risk. That is the answer. If you are into this and you know rest, because we are just getting afraid for that only, and that is the reason this thing is coming. Okay, what should I do? What not? So take risk and always. Now, Durga is asking just one question related to that what you spoke, and that is, sir, whatever suggestion you are giving, sir, is it free of cost or guidance, whatever? So you would like to take this question?
Yes. If you want the guidance or advice, it is free of cost.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
because,
So
but let me also tell you, Durga, whatever is free of cost will not help you. There is a tendency to get things free of cost, but the things are not valued. I am open to help you free of cost. I want your commitment. If I don't see the commitment, I will not help you.
yeah, that's fair enough. It should be fair exchange of values. Okay. So now another question. This is again. Let's take maybe it will take maybe 30 seconds for you. And the question is in front of us. How speaking English play a role in the industry? So
So just remove the word English from it. Okay? Remove the word English. Communication is not English. Communication is how confident you are, how polite you are, and how easily, whether in Hindi, whether in Malayalam, whether in Telugu, whether in any language, how easily can you convey your message to the listener? So the only requirement is the listener should understand the language, but you have to be clear, confident, polite while you speak. You don't need anything else. So
yeah,
English
and
को ध्यान से निकालो.
yeah, I agree with Purav, and I'm adding one more line or more thing here is we used to think if I don't know, sir, my communication skill is not good, that's what I'm not getting job or not getting selected in an interview. That is a myth what we are just living with. Example, just recently, just few months back, person not able to speak single line English working for IBM Bangalore. I can quote the name and what it shows. What Purav says that English ko nikal do and think, and that is the real thing. People are looking, are you able to perform the task in English, Hindi, Bengali, Malayalam, whatever? Answer should be yes. If no, build a skill. That's what the whole thing, what the point, what Purav was just mentioning. Okay, so next, Purav, just you are saying that the guidance and the Gurukul and all, what exactly, keeping in mind the role of guru or role of mentor, what you got benefited or you would like to give advice to the person, professional, maybe students, they can get maximum out of this. So your thought of this.
Mentor helps you to unleash your real potential. Okay. So if you want to really utilize your full potential, have a couple of mentors, not one. And there is no right or wrong mentor. You may change mentors. Sometimes students also ask me how to find the right person,
Yeah, that is the
but you
common
never
question.
start. You never start the journey. Talk to 10 people. You will find one with whom you like to connect. You like to talk, and you understand what the messaging is. Again, communication. plays a very important role in a mentor-mentee relationship. But you should have a mentor not once. Throughout your lifetime, at different phases, you might have different mentors, but have a mentor. एजुकेशन के बाद ऐसा नहीं होता कि अब मुझे सब आता है, अब मुझे किसकी जरूरत है. That doesn't help. Yeah, Upendra ji, that's it.
Okay, so hope you got it. That means the main thing what I got from Purav is yes, mentor is who can just see in you what you can't, your potential basically, and that's it. What exactly what we all are looking for, right? Is we don't know what to do. Simply he will guide, do this. See, so many thoughts were there, all gone. One advice
Yeah.
can make you into the different label. That's the power of what the guru or mentor, what exactly we are listening here. Now, we are almost about to finish. So, what exactly the any self-help book which help Purav to just get something? Okay, oh my God, I got so much. So, any such book you would like to advise to the youngster or whoever is watching you?
I'll suggest two books,
Okay,
which through which I started. So the first is called Who Moved My Cheese?
okay,
Okay. Who Moved My Cheese is the first book which I read after a very long time, and it has helped me. The only thing it says is that accept the change. The faster you accept the change, the faster you accept the change, the more better you would be in the journey. And change is really constant. It is a very old saying, change is constant. Accept and change yourself. Don't wait for it to be so different that you cannot then adapt. So be continuous in a journey of continuous changing or adaptation for yourself. And the second book is Attitude is Everything. Attitude is Everything. Read these two books and you may share your learning with me over LinkedIn. But trust me, these are the two books which I repeat once in 6 months. I love these books. Once you are done with this, we can take another bunch of books one by one.
okay, great. So Durga was also asking for the book. So hope you already received two names. Okay, and just go through it. And as Purav is still 15 year in corporate, and he is still just following all those things. Just try to understand the value what he is still getting after reading so many times. Okay, so yeah, thanks much, Purav. So all the small, big, whatever experience what we have got from your whatever 15 years journey, and definitely it is going to help hundreds of corporate, maybe thousands of students. Just those advice, and they are going to get benefited from this. And my takeaway, whatever we have gone through, look beyond your whatever the limit, not why college will take care for your thing. You just look beyond that, and most important, risk. Without risk we cannot do anything. So that's it for today. Again, thanks Purav for your time, and rest we will be just again coming with another episode and with another wonderful guest. And till then, bye bye to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Upendra. It was fantastic talking with you. And yes, impact. Let's impact the journey.